Ladies and gents, welcome back to Pogo Play. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you guys are having a good time. Don't forget to check out my Twitch at PogoPlay at twitch.com. I am casting with my man Doubleslive. He's also on Twitch, so check him out. I'm going to put the links in the description. We are casting still the round one of the tournament SM Bros 1500 ELO and below. And we're going to get started. Let's unpause in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Dubs. So, Dubs, tell us about Hausa. Tell us about Hausa, in your humble opinion. How are they?
Yeah, a lot of different ways to go with Hausa. You can do about anything you want to do. Vindian, mains Hausa. EWOWO, don't know too much about, but we do have a Hausa mirror, so interested to see how the two differ in strats. My guess here is Vindian's probably going to play early pressure H2, and we'll see how EWO reacts.
And again, these players, both of them chose a civilization that likes to take mind control. So it's gonna be kind of funny to see them kind of contest, the trading post and the native post, because both of them will want to get them early on, and it's gonna be a very fun game. I hope.
Yeah, I've seen Vindian lately trying a new build here with influence from the TP line. So interested to see if he's going to fight for full TP control and then switching them all four to influence.
Absolutely. And here we see Vindian, no, actually, Ewo, my mistake, claiming this 90-coin treasure. Not bad at all, eh?
No, treasures on this map are actually very good. Plus, you also have the option of water. So you got 4 TPs, you have 3 native posts, and you have water. So you have literally a little bit of everything. Plus, you also, let me double check here. Yeah, you have a ton of berry bushes as well. So plenty of resources on the map. But you're gonna usually you see players fighting for that left side to send their their second TC over to the left side of the map by that native post. Comes with 2 gold mines and 2 hunts along with both TPs. With both TPs. So see if they're gonna fight for that control.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things about African civilizations is that you don't ever see them go water. It's not a thing that they usually do. So it could be kind of a surprise. If one of these players decides to go water, that would be kind of.
It would be interesting. Vindian does enjoy his water play, but I've never seen him play it on Hausa on water. But if you take a look at EWO's deck, EWO's deck is quite aggressive. Looks like a rush deck here. A lot of H3 unit shipments, plenty of H2 unit shipments. And if you look, it's crazy how much the two opponents' decks differ from each other. Same civ. Most civs have a pretty standard deck that you would use. But not Hausa. Hausa, if you look at their deck, there's multiple cards that are completely different.
And I always feel like Vindian is almost playing like auto, many crates in H2 and in H3. It feels very peculiar to see that many crates, especially
you get the longevity out of it for sure. I think he may even try for more of a late game play. Again, House of Mirrors, just like any civ you play. Look at how they age up so differently. You have Vindian's Hausa aging up with 15 vills, and you have EWO's Hausa aging up with 12.
And also the choices for the age up. And Vindian is going up with the Berbers, an economic-based native, and then you have EWO who's going Sun High. For the aggression.
So it's going to be interesting to see how Vindian holds the pressure of Hausa, because Hausa's pressure in H2 it's just kind of like Ethiopia's. They can put out a lot of pressure with a lot of different units. Most civs, hey, Musketeer Rush, or hey, Hussar Rush, or etc. With these civs, it could be Cannoneers, it could be Chantel Warriors, Javelin, Fulanis. You have no idea what's going to come until you see it.
And it's hard to predict also, because if they if they build a war camp, the war camp trains both the infantry and the cavalry, right? So it's
everything.
Even if you scout it, you have no intel on which type of unit he's going to go for, right? And which
And it
is
also upgrades multiple at a time, right? So
absolutely.
the war camp has 2 separate upgrades, but they upgrade multiple units. So you can always swap units at any time. Opposed to if you see France go with veteran upgrades on musketeers, you can assume that you're going to see more musketeers. But with
Absolutely.
Elsa, you upgrade your skirm and your musk at the same time. So
It's a 2-for-1
you know.
deal. And these players got to the second age pretty much at the same time. Vindian making his royal embassy in the back, getting university here at the very top as well. So a little bit of an economic gameplay here as well. There we have.
And the card he's sending the palace card, so he's gonna get a free palace with 300 influence here for Vindian, opposed to what second card did he send? So he sent the palace, Ships of Palace, yeah, and House of Kingdom. So he's gonna get a trade builder as well, right?
I believe the Trade Kingdom. No, he doesn't have Trade Kingdom. Vindian only sent to Palace of Amina so far. And
I think I was EWOWO. EWOWO, yeah.
EWOWO.
So he took a TP nice and early as well. With that trade builder, so it's weird. I guess Vindian, I completely misread everything he was gonna do, based off of what I've seen in the past. But we do have a forward war camp here coming from EWO with a raider rush. Vindian currently does have no units on the map, so these raiders are. Oh, he did get some. Oh, he's doing the Berber strat.
Now these Berbers are excellent against cavalry. They counter cavalry, so it's a very good call. 2 different players.
He also just learned this the other day.
This strat?
Yes, he just started this strat. I'd say within the last 4 or 5 days, he just started using it. So I'm interested to see how far along he's came with it.
And Vindian is ahead in villager count with 18 villagers, and he's producing a fair amount of both infantry and cavalry. He's trading the camels, but he's also making Fulanis.
Fulani Berbers, which is a great combo, right? You got the anti-skirm, you got the anti-cav.
And very compact base, very defensive-minded here with Vindian, I gotta say.
And you look at their livestock. So Vindian's down to 2 on his livestock. Nope, he's got 3 now on his livestock, opposed to EWO still has 5 on his livestock. So that's extra resources later on in the game. Every resource matters. So.
And EWO is kind of massing Fulanis. He's not investing too much into raiders anymore. He's going to be switching into javelins. So what we were talking about earlier about the capacity, the ability to just switch your composition to counter your opponents anytime at any point of the game is one of the things that makes African civilization so damn good at this game.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to predict them. But we do have a shipment in here coming from Vindian. If he's gonna use it in this age, I've been sitting on a shipment here for a couple, 10. Oh, there it goes. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and send in the Gananchi card. So it's gonna make it so he can get some Acons. Them things are strong too, very strong.
Excellent musketeer, range.
Area effect, right?
Area of effect. So it's like almost having like artillery musketeer. It's pretty funky, and they're very affordable. I find for the price, you get good value.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, for sure. And we have a card coming in here from EWO, and it's gonna be 7 more Fluni archers. So putting the early pressure here for him. So we got raiders hitting from the left side, and we have raiders and Fulanis taking down his granary. Looks like a fight's gonna happen here. We have 13 Fulanis and 6 Berbers for Vindian, along with 15 Fulanis and 2 javelins for EWO. Military, very comparable.
EWO did good in this raid. He destroyed a house, he idled Vindian, he pushed him a little bit, and he's denying map. He's actually getting control of this map and making fortresses all over the river line to prevent Vindian from raiding him or from getting the natives or the trading post for himself. So in many ways, he's just, sieging.
It's gonna be problematic for sure. The map control is gonna, because on the plus side to this map, at least you have plenty of resources in the back of your base, for at least the good, 12, 14 minutes. Yeah. Natural resources. But if you can take the whole map now, instead of 12 to 14, you got 18 to 22 minutes of natural resource.
You could argue that even longer than that because these mines.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you could go late game with these resources.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, yeah, right now, EWO has control of 6 mines, opposed to Vindian having control of 4.
Exactly.
So that's an extra 4,000. No, I'm kidding. That 2 of those mines are 5,000 coin mines. So that's a significant amount of coin.
Yeah. EWO picking up a nice little Vil on a side raid, forcing Vindian to pull his army from the right side to the left side, but it's a little bit too late to catch the Fulanis. The Fulanis do kill a Vil, and then they pull out. You can see that EWO loves that, those distracting attacks. He goes left, he goes right. He wants to be on his opponent's face all the time.
Or is identical as well, basically identical. 180 points separate the two. We did just get another shipment in here for EWO. He went and upgraded his Fulani archers. Vindian on the other side went ahead and sent 5 raiders and 700 wood. So masses are about even here as far as military goes. Econ 24 Fulanis for Vindian. We have 15. I would say the mass right now favors Vindian.
At the moment, yes. At
Yes,
the moment,
it's gonna be close.
It's actually 41
it's close.
to 42. 41 to 42 at the moment. But Vindian is massing a little bit faster. And if he takes a fight close to his TC, he can remass and get reinforcements a little bit faster. So EWO has to be careful. If he overcommits, he might lose his entire mass. EWO has gotten a second trading post.
And that's a forward trading post too, so that prevents Vindian from getting the trading post. Because that is one that's on Vindian's side. Looks like a fight gonna go ahead and break out here. We got raiders on raiders. We got some Berbers. It's going down right now. But Vindian's Fulanis, look how far away they are.
They're so far away, and sadly, look at the idle time. All these villagers are running away from the raiders, not gathering resources, and again, and what can he do? The moment.
Also, EWO's going up. Look at his micro.
You're right. This is a delaying tactic. He wants Vindian to focus on the army and not the age up. Sacrificing a couple of Lanis, but picking up a greater amount of raiders with his javelins.
Big push here, big fight. May be worth it if Vindian comes out on top, but a lot of movement coming out of them Berbers, not a lot of fighting. A big fight coming. We got 4 more Berbers coming in as backup here. We got the raiders on top of the Fulani. You do not want that. And EWO's gonna go ahead, and he has the resources here to QH3 if he wants to. Trades about even. Looks like in the favor here. I say trades are about even.
But Vindian continues to push EWO back. Ultimately, winning the battle.
Aging up either. EWO has 16 idle Vils right now.
Are you serious? Yes, you're right. They're not mining anymore. He's so focused on the battle that he forgot to reassign his
and
village.
He trained, so he lost the resources to go ahead and just age up off of this. So he's gonna have to get on a gold mine here if he's gonna want to age up. Vindian, on the other hand, nowhere near aging up. Went ahead and sent the 7 Fulani archers, and we now have EWO sending the 5 raiders along with the 4 griots.
Yeah. I believe. Oh, actually, he's sending the Crossing Festival, which is cattle.
Oh, he canceled the raiders. Okay, so he's sending Crossing Festival for the extra Sangha cattle. Vindian here on the back end. Influence it for both. Influence in the favor of EWO. What are the trading posts on? The trading posts are on influence here for EWO. Where's that?
No, I believe that's
university.
Yeah.
Yes, that's on XP. I was looking at the university.
Yeah.
Rookie first day in the office.
First day.
Might win the favor of Vindian though, for sure.
Absolutely, and the scores are in his favor. Vindian is slightly ahead by 500 points. But I think the XP curve is gonna ultimately bite him in the in the butt because he's not getting as many shipments anymore, and that's gonna slow him down a little bit in this battle.
Oh, it looks like we have a total of 6, 7, 8 shipments coming out of EWO, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming out of Vindian. So 7 actually. So we're only one shipment down. Even though he has both trading posts at the moment.
At the
But
moment.
yes, as far as the curve goes, absolutely, that's gonna make a difference. Especially, oh, I get Vindian. Look at what Vindian's doing on the
Yeah,
left side of the map.
I see it. It's cheeky.
Raiders are coming. Raiders are coming. You better get them up.
Are they gonna spot this?
Ooh,
They
they
did.
spotted at least one.
Oh.
They're gonna. Oh boy, they're gonna spot both. Maybe he'll get at least both trading posts up, not the native post though. He's not gonna get the native one up. But it looks like he should be able to get both of the outside trading posts. We got EWOWO over here sieging down his other. So it looks like another fight's gonna come. I wonder why EWOWO decided to not age up.
I mean, maybe he was afraid that he would be pushed after losing that battle. Maybe he thought that Vindian would go after his eco. And again, good by Vindian's part, pulling that Vil away and escaping from the Raiders. There's a little bit of back and forth near that trading post by Vindian. None of
I
these
would have liked
players.
to see EVO pull back from that fight and age up. Not fight. Put the pressure on. Bait. Delay. Age up. Back off.
Yeah, I feel like he was a little bit overconfident with this. The battle is gonna happen. Units are snaring
It's
and
going down right now.
Raiders on Raiders at the moment.
Berber's on the Raiders now. We got Lonnie's back here. Vindian has lost both of the trading posts that he has had, I believe.
Look,
Oh,
look
he
at
has
these
one.
stun. Look at these stun out of the Griots.
Oh.
Oh,
There's an ugly
excellent
fight for Vindian here. We got Raiders on top of Lonnie's. Javelin Riders as well.
This was an excellent trade for EWOWO.
Oh, for EWOWO, for sure. Look at the resources for Vindian. It looked like he was gonna micro front up, but decided he couldn't. Look at the gold income coming from EWOWO. His micro is way off, but maybe he needs that amount of gold. Maybe
He would definitely need to improve on his micro. You can tell that he's not even paying attention too much to the resources.
No.
With 2K coin, you gotta make something happen.
With 7 idols as well. Vil count almost identical. 33 in the favor of EWOWO, 30 for Vindian here. It looks like, I mean, EWOWO just played a pretty much, he controls the whole map.
And that's how he likes it. He likes to close his opponent into his base and then wait until he runs out of resources and then take the fight. I think that's his style of gameplay.
I would like to see EWOWO take that other trading post that he just beat down. He has the resources to do it, but why wouldn't you?
Absolutely, especially if you got a super fast explorer that can cross the map in a couple of seconds with 7
I would
speed.
like to see, yeah. I mean, if he could get it, I mean, at this point in the game, with how much control that he has, he should easily have all the trading posts.
Another beautiful thing about the EWOWO strategy is that by having Griots, he can heal the units after they are out
After
of
the
combat.
fight.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And we see
finally got a Q of age 3 as well.
Atkins, which what do you think about that age up?
I mean, he's gonna get the availability to. I believe he's gonna get the availability to use Atkins off of that age up. Plus, he's gonna get a shipment of 6 of them.
I'm not so sure anymore. We're gonna have to.
I think it's some, but this is gonna be a commanding lead. Once he's age up in age 3, Vindian's nowhere near aging up. Looks like Vindian's gonna try to take a fight here. Gonna take down the treasure. Not a big fan.
Vindian has actually decided to train 5 griots of his own. He realized that was the deciding factor in the last battle, and he does not want to be fighting without griots. So he trained 5 of his own.
I'd like to see some javelin riders out of him.
Yeah.
Something for the Raiders, man. I mean, I'm not a fan of hand anti-cav because it puts you in a weird position where if you have to use them to block their cav opposed to range cav, which you can keep safe. You know what I mean? Block in front, kite them around if you need to, follow them. I'm not a fan of hand anti-cav.
And EWOWO attacking yet again, or feinting the attack. What is he doing? What do you think his plan is here?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Fight, put some pressure on, keep Vindian from aging up, maybe get him some idle time while he ages up. We got 9 idols out of EWOWO, but he has plenty. Look at the resources, even after the age up.
Yeah, he
You
still
got
has
plenty of
10.
resources.
He still has 10 idle vills, but he has fixed his micro, which is a good thing, a positive.
Vindian here, gonna go ahead and cue the age up. Coming up right now, he's aging up with Moroccans. See what I mean? They just play so differently.
That's kind of the beauty with African civs. They don't play exactly the same. Even in mirrors, they
Oh.
don't have their own style.
Oh, you gotta love it, but the difference of play style makes it hard when you're in a mirror. But the Griot's out in the front here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to stun some of the Falanis. We do have an Archer War going on. That's Javelin Riders with some Raiders coming in. Wow, he's raiding. The Raiders are on the war camp. Gonna go ahead and take down the war camp. Big fight. This is huge. This is Vindian's last effort.
It's a little too late. I don't know if you noticed. These Fulanis are now upgraded.
Kind of a good fight, except for that Raider pop. That Raider pop's gonna hurt. That's a great pop out of you. That's a huge pop out of you. Huge. Fight started off in the favor of Vindian, but them Raider pops, I think that's gonna do it.
Now these riders are also elite as well, so
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say they're scored, 5,000 down at this point. No map control. They're an age down.
and it's this is just G.
That's GG's.
Look at the
That's
military though.
out.
Look at the military.
Basically identical.
Identical. Honestly, this was a very close
Resources
game.
identical. Resources. I mean, you gotta. Even Vindian had more resources. Less
He
map
did.
control, more resources.
He did.
The
What about
micros.
XP?
Look at the micro difference from the two civs. Look at the food micro. Food
micro.
versus coin.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Dang.
Yeah, and the influence too for Vindian. Vindian almost got 4K influence, which is quite a bit if you think about it. Really, quite a bit.
Good fight. I still think that you would have won sooner and easier if he would have just pulled back and aged up, opposed to having that first fight at the minute 11:40. That fight was just felt unnecessary.
Absolutely, and shipments, only one shipment difference between the two of them. So, the curve wasn't so bad for Vindian, even though he was, he was at home. He was.
Look at the
pushed back.
XP difference. It's only 500, 520 XP difference.
Yeah, that's pretty
Or
good.
is it closer to 1,000? Am I looking at total experience?
You probably. Oh, I'm looking at total XP. Okay. Where should I go?
I go to experience, the tab of experience, and look at like between awards, building, and combat.
Okay, yeah, totally.
And
Yeah.
it really wasn't that much. Maybe
No.
I guess that could be a shipment in age 1.
And the favorite unit of EWOWO was the Raider.
And it was the counter of what Vindian's favorite unit was.
Which was the Fulani.
The Fulani, so.
Well done.
I would have loved to see some Javelin Riders. I think Javelin Riders should have been produced.
Better than the camels?
I think it would have just been better for him. He can keep it. See, the issue with the Berbers, you can't necessarily keep them safe either, right? The Javelin Riders, you can kind of, keep back if you need to, and you can keep them safe after the fight engagement. The Berbers, you just keep them up front there. It takes a lot more micro, right? I mean, you kill what you need to kill, then you pull the Berbers back. Opposed to the Javelin Riders, you can kill what you need to kill, keep them safe, and still do damage.
It's actually pretty insane. It's actually pretty insane that that he went for the direct counter, and the javelins would have worked really well here.
Would have been a huge game changer, even if he just had 10.
Especially
10 javelins can do a lot.
Yeah, especially because he was the one playing defensive.
I would have swapped over to Javelin Riders, I think, there. But then again, I don't play a lot of Helsa, so I probably shouldn't be talking.
Are you ready for game 2?
I am.